Mason said soft as you say goodbye here for the summer.
Yeah, no, this time of year, especially right after the games, there's no feeling like it. Someone just puts down the curtains in front of you, and it's obviously really sad. I think we had a special group in here. We still have, and there's so much little things in playoffs that can tip a kind of like a series like that in your favor. And I think we were there, but obviously we didn't get it done. So we have to look at what we can do better for next season and improve on. But lots of positive. I think a lot of people doubted us this year, and seeing how we still excelled, and seeing players take steps, and young guys like Mason and Lorai coming in, and Potres, like you've seen this organization. I think this year's you've really shown like the culture and all the people that the staff brought in, the new guys, and it just shows the culture we have here, how special it is that we can still make a season when no one believes in us to something special like this, and almost getting it all the way. And I think that's going to be a huge confidence for the group and for everyone in this organization, that what we can do, and we still have a lot of the big pieces still here with us, and then have the young guys get better and have guys coming in and just adapting to that culture and keep improving. I think I'm really excited about that part, at least, and I think a lot of the other guys in the room should be as well.
Hampus, how would you assess your season personally?
Obviously a little down point-wise from last year. I also got a little bit different role this year, I feel like. A little more defensive starts and defensive minutes, and which I'm all about. Like, when I see myself as a player, I want to make everyone else around me better. When I go out on the ice, I want to try to help the team have the best success to win hockey games. And I think that was kind of, looking at a roster, that was kind of where I fit in the best this year, to contribute and bring the best out of the team from my side of things. And obviously, like, you still want to find ways to be even more productive, because I know I have that in my game, and I've shown it the last season. But overall, like, I always work my butt off here for the Bees. It's a team that I feel like I've only been there for like 2.5 years now, but it feels like it's a lifetime. I love playing for the Bruins. I think we have the best fans. It's so much fun when you have success here. It's so much fun coming in. Even we're a hard-working culture here, but like coming in, working hard here feels easy compared to like other teams maybe I've been on, and it's something I love being a part of. And the guys here, like the culture, like I said, we had the staff, like we always find ways to be competitive and go out there, and it's really fun.
You've been in the league for a long time now, and you mentioned you took on sort of a different role this year. With that said, do you feel like your game is still evolving even at this point in your career?
100%, yeah. I've always been that guy, even a little bit in my Anaheim days. So I take a lot of honor in that, being the guy that can play with anyone. Like, I want to be that kind of army Swiss knife that the coach knows he can throw out there with anybody in any situation. And then obviously, depending on what the team needs, just then and there for me, I want to be out there and help, because I think that's the way you win hockey games. You want to be that guy that comes out in all situations, helping your team win. And like I said, I'm still evolving. I think when you stop evolving in this league, that's when you fall out of it. So I go home to the drawing board and find ways to come back even bigger and stronger next year.
Hampus, how long did it take you to get comfortable in this new role? You mentioned it's a much different role for you. How long did it take before you were like, okay, this is my role?
Yeah, obviously I think just from like the role coming into last year when Mac being out, obviously it was a big transition coming into this year, and like having that point production maybe I had last year. But I don't know, I'm comfortable. I love just going out there and playing, and like I don't really worry about those things, to be honest with you. Like of course, like that's how like people maybe from the outside view you, but I know my game I've always been a guy kind of working in the quiet and doing the stuff behind the scenes and not always in the spotlight, and I'm happy about that. Like guys in this room and the team knows what kind of player I am. I know what kind of player I am myself, and like we said here, like you just have to keep evolving. Like I said, I know what I can do, and just go home and like find ways to even get better for next year. But I'm, of course, early on, like it was a little transition, and but then when you get your head wrapped around it and you see the team, it's also because we had so many new pieces this year. I think it took a little time for the pieces to kind of fall in place, to kind of everyone kind of see where they are. Like every team is a new team in a way that way, and then when the pieces fell, I could see where I would be the most beneficial for this team this year. And when you kind of start finding your spot like that, I think it's exciting, and then you start improving from it. And like I said, I'm happy about the season we had as a team. I'm proud of the guys. I think we proved a lot of guys wrong, and we've proven how much our culture and like the dressing room here and the staff and what we've been creating here and what they've been creating even before I was here, how much that actually means, having new guys, young guys coming in and adapting and coming in, and you're playing at a really high level right from the start, and that's because the culture and all the stuff we got going here. So that gives me a lot of confidence for myself and for the whole team moving forward.
Hampus, Mason was just talking about, he got his first taste of it. Now he's got to go home and get stronger, work on first 3 steps, things like that. Do you remember what it was like after your first year in Anaheim, going home and thinking, okay, here's, I'm in the league now. What am I going to do to stick?
Yeah, 100%. No, I feel like I had a similar way to start my career like him. I came into a really good Anaheim. We were playoff team each year, fighting for it, and he's one heck of a player. So seeing myself there, I think the only thing I would say, it goes fast. So go home and really, if you can find ways, even at that age, to improve and really get to it quick. Like he has so many good years ahead of him, but they go by fast too. So you got to take advantage of it. You don't want to be comfortable, because if you get comfortable, even after a good season, I think he's had a really good season. He's shown what he can do for us, and I think that should be motivation to work even harder and for him to come back, because he can really be a standout player for us when he wants to. And even though he is young, I think that's the only thing I would say to young guys like that. Say with Poitras, that's why I tell him when I talk to him that's what I love about this culture in locker room too. Don't act like you're a young guy. Go home and act like you want to come back and be a difference maker. You want to be one of the leaders, and then we're all leading here together. It's not just one guy doing it all for us. And I think that would be my only thing I would tell both him and Mace. Go home and just act like you're gonna come back here and be the best player for us, and then I'm gonna fight him to be better than him. But that's the way we get better, and that's the way we get better as a team, and that's gonna be exciting for all of us, and I think him as well going home.